happened then. I was in the air, and then I wasn't. I landed hard on the... Can't see shit. Maybe it's a good thing. Oh, very, very loose and unstable. Oh, that is not fun. Transmoto 8-hour sign here. Stunning sunrise over that this morning. Okay team, so here I am at the Transmoto Tumut, just heading down to the grid, and going to be competing here to qualify for Fink. But yeah, my first chance to do a bit of a race here, and so we'll see how we go heading down to the grid. Okay team, well here we are at the Transmoto Tumut here in New South Wales, very close to Canberra, and on the grid here, it's just a grid, you stay in your position and then you roll through the start, and I am next. Alright, we're off straight into a corner, which is a bit of a penalty of being late, being last on the grid. And try not to fall in front of everyone at the start here. Straight into the sun. Bit hard to see where we're going, lots of dust already. And I am out here doing my first race, and that was pretty nerve-wracking off the grid. Sounds like I'm about to get rounded up here too, so I'll just watch my line for this guy. And yeah, this is first time I've done something like this and been on the grid. There we go. He wants to go faster than me. I'm just here to participate. So I'm actually here because as I told you guys, I'm going to be participating in the Fink Desert Race this year, and you need to do a race to qualify for that. So that's what I'm here doing. And yeah, I'm doing a solo race, so they call that the Ironman category. Oh, now it's pretty dusty. Right, we're done. Through the gate, okay. Really just following some fucking wheel tracks here, that is very hard to see. And up we go. Now this is going to get into some pretty steep terrain here. Wow, and up we go. Alright, very silty and dry soil here already. No one wants to pass me, so that's going to be good for the vision. At least I'll be able to see an accurate dust line. Yeah, not too bad. They were talking about this being sort of unrideable and unpassable, but just the dust is a real hazard. Trying to sight the line or the whoops as we go up is a bit challenging, but anyway, up we go. Alright, so that was a bit nerve-wracking going off the grid. Never really done that before. I swept road. Ooh, come on, baby. Got a bit out of shape there. This would be awesome and no dramas at all. Not for the dust. We're really hoping for some rain up here at Tumut, which didn't come. But I remember to stand up and very dusty. Coming up on one of the Ironman guys. He's got a long day ahead of him. Okay, now we're starting to go downhill. Ooh, it's very dusty. It's going to be hard to see here. But we're going to roll past. Okay, we've got sweeps stopping in front of us. Get out of his truck. Cannot tell where I'm going here. Very silty cross camber, and can't really see again what I'm going into, but I know I've got to keep the power down, which I haven't, and now I'm going to be a fucking hazard on here. Fuck yeah. This is just absolute chalk. Oh, lucky to get up and get away with that. Straight into a run. There's the gate. Really don't know what to expect on this first lap. It's all sort of as soft and dry as that. It's going to be a long day out. A bit more grass for at least the first part of the day would be awesome. Caution, slow down. Good. Okay, just going into the dust. See what happens here. Losing the front wheel a bit there. Oh, hadn't I? Rear. Oh, wait, that was pretty fucking loose. Oh. Just a real struggle if you're riding with your mates, you know, you hang back a bit. But finding a very hard delineation between braking and losing the front wheel at the moment. I really just try and skid the rear wheel down and stuff when required. Oh, beautiful country. Now there's hinterland farming here in New South Wales, just near Canberra. Oh, come on, baby. I may have gone a bit too high on the tyre pressures. I was expecting it to be sort of open grass track, but it's already that chopped up that I think closer to my normal hard enduro pressures might have been better, so I think I'll down that for the next lap. The later laps today are going to be really challenging. Just going to have a whole heap of riders at all stages of the circuit. You can't even see where going there with the sun at the moment. Just cresting its invisible skyline. All this stuff is really off camber, and it'd be cool to see some of the top riders blitz through here. It's definitely not me. I'm not really closely following anyone anymore. And see how dusty it would be for some of the top guys. Down into the abyss. Sometimes you can see the warning tape coming up, but you can't tell which way the truck's going to go yet. Oh, that was a fuck up. I should have got in a different track. Again, it was a bit hard to read what that was going to do until you got to it, but evidently my choice was the wrong one. Have a look at this. Awesome. Bush single trail. Look how chopped it up it is already. It's crazy. Just one cohort of riders have gone through so far. This is how it's looking already. Sitting away too much, of course. Whoa. Oh. I got very lucky there to get through some of those guys. Oh, but I am gassed. Very, very puffed out. That was just an absolute silt bog. And I was lucky to be able to change my line a few times. Oh, they were coming out of nowhere. Alright, get the heart rate down. Enjoy this single trail. No dust. The sun is not in my eyes anymore. This is my enduro place now. Oh, very bumpy though. Tell you what, this is where first I'll be stopping and having a breather. Oh, some rain on this would have been magnificent. Cross trainer doesn't want to idle today. It's alright. I'll roll this stuff for a while. Alright, what do we got? Fortunately now I'm going right behind old mate. It's just going to be a bit of dust. .5k into an 18k loop. And I'm feeling it. Not going to have much choice here, but just ride with this bloke for a while. Not really too fussed about trying to get past people and do anything special. Very rough trying to pass and then get on the brakes, you know, some of this sort of stuff. Anyway, so I think I'll stick with old mate here for a while. Yeah, so I was pretty late to the grid. The one thing with doing the solo side of the race is maybe you don't share a bit of that information through the team, but it's kind of probably a bit more relaxing to go up the last grid, but then like evidently you're just behind everybody, but I probably synced in somewhere now with my ability anyway, which was right toward the back, so no dramas. Definitely a bit out of enduro practice at the moment. Been riding the 501 in the desert training a lot more than the cross trainer of late. Oh, struggling to stand up here. Very steep. Up into the dust again. Up and a U-turn. Oh, bit of flat for a minute. Oh, get some airflow through. The goggles are fogging up a little bit. And back into the bush we go. Some of this is going to be absolutely holed out and fucked later today. It'll be interesting having some of the top guys pass us all later in the day on this section. I don't really know how you can get out of their way and stuff like this. I'm sure they'll start going off track and finding ways around. But I'll just be pulling over anywhere I get an opportunity. No interest in trying to roll along with good riders following me. I'm sure I'll hear some bell bouncing later today to encourage me out of the way. And I'll try to oblige. It's just so different. You're in the bush on a single trail, but it's already just silt. You know, you would expect to have good traction here, like where we're riding in Victoria. This is just really gassing me. I would normally just be cruising through stuff like this with sort of lamy traction. I'd really like to roll a lap without stopping, but I can't keep the heart rate down a bit. The breather might be on the cards. I'll try to be honest with you guys about that stuff through the day when I've stopped and rested. As a average, very average bronze class type rider, how I've fared through the different loops through the day. Now for you cross trainer followers, it's actually also my first ride on this bike with some new suspension. So going from track right in Whittlesea, it's upgraded my cross trainer to the new DFX kit, the very popular DFX kit now comes also with a bladder kit. Now, I'm not going to pretend to really understand what it all does. Darren's done his job there, but needless to say, he's very encouraged by this this kit, and it's exactly for this sort of stuff I'm on here now. So you guys know, love the cross trainer, and I had no issues with the suspension for the stuff that we ride most of the time. However, first it had this mod done on his one, and even though that was sprung for his weight, a lot heavier than me, I still did prefer it. It's not feeling much different at all. The slow stuff, oh, that hard hit there, still soaked up quite nicely. I'm going over some bloody hard rock there. But what it is for is those faster sections, and you cross trainer guys will know, just the rebound on the standard suspension. If you're hitting sort of stutters or whoops a little bit quicker, stuff like exactly like this, it just really starts to not recover well after a few of them. And so yeah, I kind of did it just for this stuff, bit of an experiment. All right, what do we got here? All right, don't know how deep this shit is, but fucking. Oh, that was nothing. If I'd seen someone go through that, I probably wouldn't have stressed too much about it. Yeah, so thanks Darren, a track right mate, this is feeling great. Probably just what I needed. You know, I'll be keeping this cross trainer for the bushwork, you know, for a long time. It's really the only kind of integral mod I've made now. Everything else I've been really happy with. So, you know, it wasn't a massive spend. I think it ended up being $1,700 front and rear. Not saying you need it. Not saying I couldn't have done this without it. But, you know, person I can't leave things alone. We're all tinkerers. We all love this shit. Spending our hard-earned on little performance parts that we scarcely have the ability to use. But thumbs up for the DFX bladder kit. So yeah, somewhere in the $1,700 vicinity. Whoa. You guys having a rest, which I certainly can understand. I think if I didn't have you guys watching, I would have stopped already. Oh, I don't think the cross trainer's ever gone as fast. But that's where that suspension really, I can really hit those things hard. And it's funny, now having put some hours on a second-hand desert bike, which is also way too good for my ability, having this better rebound on the cross trainer now is probably a good time. Gets those way polar opposite suspensions just a tiny bit more aligned. Bloody hard to set. I don't really want a fast section where the dust is just lingering. As worn as this track here already is, there's really some bits where it's hard to see where you're supposed to go. You hammer up here and you're like, oh, corner? Yes. Oh, I've recovered a little bit in those sections. Oh, straight into... I have to say, that stuff, I think, compared to the standard suspension, it would have soaked that up and I wouldn't have got bumped a little bit to the side. So it'll take some getting used to. Obviously, cross-trainer suspension's probably the softest that exists anyway. But just me getting used to, yeah, this is where it's really recovering and rebounding on this stuff. It's feeling good. Phew! That's fun. You can see that clearly. Oh, some grass on the grass track. Certainly a lot more confidence building. Oh, the cool air. Yeah, a bit more tire pressure feels great for this stuff, but I think I'll go down a couple of PSI, because even this is all going to be super silty later today. Alright, let's temper my speed. Focus back. Whew. Well, I'm halfway around, guys. Oh, see how we go. I think I should have the endurance to push the whole lap, I think. Depends how the rest of it is, but if I can stay like this, I'll get through it. Yeah, I'm a little bit fatigued, buddy. There's an eye. Haven't done a lot of dirt bike recording of late, but we were up just a week ago hiking up in the lower parts of this same Alpine Ranges, and what a stunning week. We did the Viking circuit, the Viking loop, 70k of absolutely brutal. Oh, I've got in the wrong rut here. And yeah, Karen packed some water for 5 days. It's excellent, but a lot of leg fatigue still going on. Great time. Oh, that bloke to pass me. Oh, but I couldn't sight the rut into the corner. Oh, that's it's gassed me a fair bit. Nice little downhill fall there. Oh, just give myself a minute. Oh, stuff is just so bumpy. Man, watching some of the good guys attack that hard would be impressive. They must be skimming it so fast, it doesn't even bloody bother them much. Oh, that was an unfortunate start to the hill. They're out of position, not standing up. A jump even I can do. I should remember that one. Have a crack at that next time around. Whoa, the bumps don't stop for long. For any of you guys like Furs and I that haven't done any of this sort of competing on dirt bikes, you might have seen I swept road at a race in the Victorian Off-Road Championship with Geelong Motocross Club, and man, seeing, you know, from where we started with all the volunteers just taping out tracks where they were going to go, and being absolute grass fields, and even there was like a lot of bracken and stuff to, man, at the end of the day, doing the final sweeps, just unrecognisable, just like dirt nightmare. Oop, I think I'm off track. I am. And so this is not even a shadow of what it's going to be toward the end of the day. Like, there's some grass here now. It's just going to be dug out silt berms by the end of the day. So really this video has all on to encourage us buffoon weekend warriors to come and have a crack at this stuff. And I guess one of the advantages of going out as a first rider in a team, or if you're a solo competitor, is at least you get to do the track when it's not destroyed. For any of the kind of beginners that are maybe starting third or fourth in their team today and haven't ridden something like this, it's certainly going to be rideable, don't let me talk you out of it, but perhaps going second in the team if you're the beginner to this competing, then it might be a good idea. And look, to be frank, starting was actually no issue. Hang down toward the back of the grid, and then you'll get a run at this. Like, I've really had, I can hear a guy now, I think he'll be the first to pass me since basically just the opening few chicanes. Oop. So it's actually been a really stress-free way to go about putting my first lap in, and getting one on the books. Oh, that was a bit rough. I can hear this guy is just hanging there, but I'll give him a chance to go. I've got no real interest on catching this bloke up as well anyways. See if he gets me up here. If he dropped back or if he got a bit of slippage there. Here's dust cam for you again. Hopefully you can see something. It's at least lingering low to the ground here, so you can see something. Oh, caught that tree. Silk corners into an uphill, always good fun. Can't see any rocks or any bumps. Oh, straight on those. Probably only get up that because you can't bloody see it. Let these guys go. I promise you I am not having a break. Yeah, I'm just not that interested in having people following me. Try and give some course etiquette. Oh, downhill off camber, single trail. I feel great. Keep my eyes up. Stop looking at the obstacle. Be a good start. Oh, front wheel, wow. That's nearly a good off. I'm sure I'll give you guys one or two today. Oh, off cam grass. Shortcut like a few others have done. You motocross guys are probably loving this. Alright. I don't think the advantage is going to do too much for me. Oh yeah, that's where the FX is working hard. I imagine it'll soften up a little bit too. And I will probably absolutely love it. Nice of him, giving way, just enjoying his day. Oh, second jump of the day. 1 foot of air. Oh, wrong gear. Oh man, I was super lucky to get over that. I should have looped out for sure. I dumped the clutch on the back of the seat. Very sloppy riding. Oh God, that was the front wheel fucking buster. Oh, that one too. Not seeing those early enough. Phew. Oh, so I mentioned something that Jake brought up doing some of our think training, and you know, I always mention anytime doing stuff like this, get the old imposter syndrome. Who are we to race and turn up on a grid? You know, you got guys doing these bloody challenges and shit yesterday. Absolute gun riders and all motocross backgrounds and stuff, but Jake made the point with Fink, and it's, you know, obviously true for every form of racing, is that we come to see what the pros and the expert riders can do, and they're impressive, but we need the clubmen, the bronze class riders, the guys having a crack in a team with their mates for the first time. It's the entry fees from guys like you that allow these events to take place. You know, Transmoto is a business, very well run from what I've seen in the last 24 hours. All the Australian off-road series and respective ones in their states are run by clubs, and they cost money, and they have to beg people for properties to run their races on. But have no doubt, for everybody going around here today, you turning up and merely participating, whatever you do while you're here, is the core to these events being able to go ahead and get the numbers to be sustainable. I know Fink is struggling for numbers this year, and that's going to be a very challenging race for the management of them to keep going, aside from next year being the 50th anniversary, so numbers should be pretty good. But don't hesitate, come to one of these Transmotos or one of the off-road series or the hard enduro series and compete as a bronze class and help keep these sports going in Australia. The other real important shout out is to people that do put up their properties for these sort of events. We actually heard from the farmer here yesterday at the briefing. Seemed like an absolute ripping bloke who's hosted this event here at Tumut, I think they said. It's funny, I'm trying to do head checks on roads. Not used to a closed circuit. Yeah, I believe he's hosted it here for 4 years. And what a legend. I know through some of the very hard work the clubs do, and I've seen it firsthand with my friends at Geelong Motocross, the work they have to go through to get permitted and approved, even having to have, you know, people sign waivers, and the insurances are nightmares. So thank you to those that put up their properties for us to come and enjoy, and I hope that we give your land the respect it deserves, take our rubbish home and don't destroy the place. Here's some people ripping up behind me. I wonder if I'm about to get bloody lapped already. I've got someone behind me now, so I might just pull up. If it is one of the top riders, I'll try and watch them go past. Fucking hell. Careful rejoining when I fucking... Oh, What the fuck, mate? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. God. Fuck's sake. Up like that. Oh, hard way, easy way. Oh, I was kind of committed. Oh, whoever was coming is not any longer. Oh, I didn't really. They told us in the briefing there'd be a few choices along the way. Unfortunately, that option come up way too quick for me, so I've taken the easy way. Perhaps I subconsciously chose that way, but see how we go. I might go down the other way on the second lap. Let's see if I can give you guys some entertainment. Just on a fire trail here, so no issue, but it is steep. Pretty much threshold braking down here, skidding the rear a bit, but oh yeah, they did say it was a bit of a cliff off the fire trail. Yeah, I tell you what, it's just shaly. Man, this is going to be a silty nightmare later today. Oh, I've just stalled her up. I actually quite like stalling the two-stroke and just hearing what the rear wheel's doing. I find I can brake much more efficiently when I can hear the rear. Yeah, that was fine. You're on a bloody flat road. But that hard way, if it's just as steep as that, but some bumps and rocks that we've been on so far, it's probably going to be pretty dodgy. Let's see if I chicken out of it. If you don't see it on the video, you can bloody give me shit because I've chickened out of trying the hard way, and I'll be full of excuses. I don't want to hold up the good riders. There's my card. Yeah, this is steep. I reckon that expert way is going to be similar to some of that shrinkter pulsing stuff that we did at Mount Misery, which terrified me. But this is no issue. You just got to be onto the braking early and not let it run away. Well, we're coming down back to the start-finish side of the hill now, so I haven't noticed the K marker for a little while, but I dare say there's only a couple of K to go on this loop, and there's going to be a bit of grass track stuff coming into the pits. So the pits here, Transmoto, is like an open loop, so the track goes like does a loop of everybody's pit, so there's no advantage or disadvantage for everybody, and then you're through the start-finish gate again. So I actually found it hard to tell wandering around there this morning exactly where the truck was going to come into my section, but hopefully there's a well-worn groove now, and I can cruise into my pit and have a rest. And the bloody hell, missed that corner easily. The only trophy I'm going for today is least amount of hits from a solo rider. That must be where the expert joins in. So I wonder if that means old mate there was one of the lead riders who's already lapped me. Probably had, fucking hell, I can't really see what's going to happen here. Wow, that is fucking treacherous. Starting to clear now on this side of the hill. That was fucking straight uphill into the dark. Yeah, wonder if he's rounding me up. That would be impressive. Oh. Not really giving the most of this grass track because I can't see where the next bit is. Just a little bit of wind would be great for some cooling. Oh yeah, so that's a split lane. So they said if you want to try and round someone up, that's a good spot to do it. Probably will be a bit of excitement down there later in the day. To my left as we come up here is where the sun rose this morning over these hinterland hills, and it was spectacular. Really treated to actually quite a nice mild night, and no moisture, no dew on the bikes or anything this morning. Okay, so we're now coming around the pit area, and I'll admit I'm confused. We were told only to go in second gear, but I don't know if I'm in the pits now or if that's bloody once I come out of these tape lanes. I'm assuming it's once I come out and actually go into the bay areas, but I'll just idle around at old mate speed. I don't think I'm going to be a hazard to anyone at this sort of rate. So, can't give you any live timing at the moment because I can't see the action cam, but about to come around to my pit. So I won't actually be crossing the start-finish line until I've had my break, which I'm going to have now. I'm going to have a break after each lap. So that was lap 1, guys. That was actually good fun, and I sort of warmed into it, to be honest. Like, felt pretty good toward the end. The arms and the legs warmed up, and sure as good as gold. So enjoy. Whew. Okay, Sam, well, here we go. Coming out of the pits after a stop. The magic of YouTube. I can continue on because I don't go through the timing gate until after my pit stop. So we'll post the time so you can see what my lap was. Just in having a look at the footage there, I think it's going to be just under 40 minutes. So probably one of the slower laps out there. Don't use this as a cider if you're a good rider. But if you're thinking about having a crack at one of these, we've only done a little bit of racing before. This might be a good one for you, just to see what it's like to roll around. Alright, through the time gate. End of lap 1 after a rest.